Hello, everybody. How are you? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. I hope everybody's having a good day. Um, I'm a cold bitch. Um, I'm just chilly, so my fingers are very cold today. Um, been rubbing them a whole bunch. Let me turn down the pretzel a little bit on my end. There we go. Yeah, it's a knitting stream. As you can see, I have this cool little beach video uh, that is now the background for my knitting streams because it's nice and chill, and we know we love nice and chill on this stream, on this channel, even though some people, looking at you, Aldi, like to T-Rex me when I'm trying to chill out. Um, that's your punishment for T-Rexing me on chill streams. Yeah, I'm looking at you, Aldi. Um, uh, uh, you're as innocent as far as my nose reaches. Just saying, which is not very far. Um, uh, yeah. uh, I miss doing chill knitting streams. Let me make sure that this is positioned correctly. I've been playing around with it a little bit before stream, but you know, yeah, yeah. Um, anyway, so as you can see, down here, this is a very awkward angle. I put current project with some details so I can change them every time I start streaming as knitting, um, and not have to rely on a Firebot command. Which, by the way, that's what I miss doing. Okay, hold on. Hold your horses. Hold your horses. Um, there we go. Yay! Firebot is now enabled. I never forgot something. But yeah, I'm still working on my star-shaped pillow. I've just been slacking on it, but we're working on the first pointy end. So I'm gonna finish that at the very least. Um, I also hope I have a good balance between the beach wave sound, the pretzel music, and my microphone. If one sounds too loud, just let me know. Oh, it's a Mass Effect clip. I love that. I love your Stitch voice. It's the best thing. It's amazing. Alright, so this is nothing too interesting, by the way, in terms of project. Um, it's just... Oh, yeah, I limited it 20 seconds for the auto shoutouts when people come in. Because sometimes waiting for a 60-second clip to finish is kind of long for somebody just saying hi. Regular shoutouts do have the full clips, but that's because they're manually triggered. I'm just trying to find a good compromise for that. But yeah, this is nothing too interesting as far as knitting goes. It's just these star shapes, like the pointy ends, are just knitting along, decreasing at the beginning and the end, and then purling back. And then just keep on doing that until you're almost done. So, God, this hair. But, it's chill. Took off my auto shoutouts for raids, subs, etc. Any particular reason? I'm just curious. Oh shit, I forgot about my tea. My tea's steeping. So what I ended up doing is, instead of using the delay at the end, or between clips and stuff like that, is set up the delay filter. If you do like a 2-second delay at the end of an effects cue, and you set it to the delay option for the, what is it called? Let me take a quick look. ba, to the delay queue, like an add new effect queue and set it to delay, and then have delay at the end of your effects. It waits, and it lets everything take turns, at least in my experience. So, yeah. Should I move that slightly? Oh, that looks good. The language that Firebot uses is kind of fuzzy for me. So I'm not 100% sure how everything works. I just know that I make stuff work. Also, I fully expect my nails and stuff to turn blue because I'm cold. So don't worry when you see that happening. Just my body being an asshole. Okay. That's important. I hope it's good news. But, yeah, let me try and show. So this is the first star-shaped point that is going to be this. So this is what we're working on here to make another one of these. Hello, Nyx! Welcome in! Welcome on, Nick. In Nyx. Did it not? Do I not have... Oh, I think I removed the overlay. Oh, hold on, 1 second. Did I remove the overlay? I think I did. Yeah. Whoops, my bad. Let me add that back real quick. I'm cold. I'm a cold bitch. So that is happening. Okay. Now store redemption should work. We're working on my star-shaped pillow, as evidenced by the text down here. So this is the first panel, the front panel, and we're working on the first star-shaped point right here, which is kind of awkward right now, but yeah, we're trying to imitate that. And we're just chilling, just having a good time, just relaxing. Some of us are waking up, some of us are getting ready to bed. Go to bed. I know how to English, I promise. Damn it. I made some changes to my OBS scenes. Noticeably, you can see the ocean video right there. I love that. I made one for the just talking scene as well. And I also changed the starting soon one, but I might change that one again. I'm not entirely sure I'm happy with that. But we'll see. That's something you should do, but nope, I feel that. I feel that in my soul. All the way down deep. We had a massive thunderstorm a couple hours ago, and now we've been having our power blackouts. We're kind of waiting to see if it Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry. I hope everything is okay though. I may have to trim a nail here. I have like a hangnail, it keeps getting stuck on my yarn. Shivy, it was very pretty and kind of apocalyptic at the same time. I hate thunder. I hate thunderstorms. I hate everything to do with thunder. So, for me, that would be just a fuck no situation. But I'm happy you can appreciate that, even though it's annoying with the blackouts. God. That sounds terrifying. Pretty, but terrifying. I have to trim this nail real quick. Because this is gonna get on my nerves real bad. Alright, that's better. Yeah, I'm just not a fan. Not at all. Like, I think it can be cool, but it causes me a lot of stress. So, I try not to, when there's a thunderstorm happening, I just put on headphones, put on music really loudly, and just kind of try to ignore it. Also, I'm sorry, Madaressa. I missed your comment. Let me reread it now. I'm right now working on a legal document at work. The document looks like it was originally written with blue paper, the old one you needed for making copies of what you wrote. And then you fax it and the receiving person has a super old scanner. That is a document on... Holy crap. That sounds shitty. Oh, shit. Yeah, no, I'm participating in catching Pokemon today, by the way. Because I have been able to do that for, like, almost all of my streams since implementing that. And I'm just trying to build an army now. I've been thinking about using this setup to play on my 3DS. Because I have a bunch of Pokemon games. And no capture card. Oh, your poor kitty! Welcome back, Aldi. I hope everything is okay. There should be a document that you can access, is it? Yeah, there you go. And that's how you can buy stuff. Chrissy Pants! Welcome in, Raiders!
No, you're not.
Legs to my camera.
I've got big boobies.
Ben touched the boobies. You're just
I
like,
see.
Wow, those are some jiggly boobies.
It's really over.
Okay. Well, I'm not waiting very much, so whichever happens
I
first.
know, right? Well, she's definitely very much closer to me.
That's hysterical.
I can't see it. I've just got some pajama buttons on.
Jeans on. The button.
No jeans, but it is. Not fair.
Well, welcome in, Raiders.
Fuck's sake.
Did you have a good session, Chrissy? Oh yeah, you get a double shout out. So Chrissy here plays a lot of Synth Brothers and Beat Saber, and I think you were playing Beat Saber before? Yeah, it shows that you were playing Beat Saber. Also, hello Ben. Hello Mrs. Rev. All the shoutouts. Oh my god. I don't mind the double shoutouts as much, honestly, but welcome in, Raiders. My name is Mermaid Lullaby, and I am a variety streamer. I do a whole bunch of stuff. Sometimes I knit, sometimes I play regular pancake games, sometimes I play VR, but today we're just chilling out, knitting. So, you know, just having a good time. It's Thursday, weird day of the week, where it's just not the weekend yet, but it's also not the middle of the week anymore. I've always found Thursdays to be kind of weird. So now we're just hanging out and having a good time. So what are your plans for the weekend, Chrissy? Anything fun planned? Oh no! Oh, that's gonna bother me. I caught, like, that piece right there. Okay, let me see if I can do anything about that. If not, that's okay. So this is gonna be a pillow. I have one piece of the pillow done already. The front piece, the back piece, whatever you want to call it. It's gonna be star shaped. And right now, I am working on the first, let's see, the first star point right here. And we're just gonna be doing that until the end of stream. And talking, chatting about whatever. Listening to chill music. And we're getting pretty close to being finished with this one point here, so that'll be interesting. Alright, Nick Smith, thank you for dropping in, and I hope everything settles down for you, because blackouts suck. But I'll talk to you later. Man, my hands are freezing. I feel like they look really cold. Now the real question is, do I remember what to do with the last couple of stitches on this? Because I think there's gonna be 4 left. Well, 6 left, and that's gonna be like 4 to work because the first and the last stitch are just knitted normally. But then I have 3 left. No, I will have 3 left at the very end. I think I'll just bind those off normally. I don't know, we'll see. Just realized I'm complaining about being cold, but I didn't turn on the heat. Feel like I can probably zoom this in a little bit. That's okay, Chrissy. I was just asking if you had any plans for the weekend. Nothing interesting. Well, maybe it is interesting, but mostly when I'm doing streams like this, I'm just randomly chilling. No pressure. Same for me. I'll probably stream a bunch. Science! Welcome in. Hold on. Hold on. It's Belint, right? Did I get that right? I prefer no plans either. I like to wing it, usually. How are you this morning, my friend? Oh shit, I'm at the end of this one. Can we get a proper shout out for friend Science here? While I'm trying to make a proper stitch.
Science_streams is a fucking legend.
Okay, we're gonna enjoy 3 clips.
I love for Zukia Media. You meet in Noah's High Comer. His merch store is live.
Yes, you
This-
can.
Yeah, I was hoping you'd stop by so that I could do this. This is Zukia Media's logo, and I'm wearing.
Love it.
Science_streams is a fucking legend.
We are besties, yes.
See, Tim, did you guys just
Good time for me to warm my hands on some tea. Yes, Sonic.
And so what did I do? I jumped over it. Because I was like, no, I have a shield, I can double jump, I can bypass this little tricky thing that all these bad guys pop out. What happened? I jumped over it and Tails was like, oh, what's this? Let me help you and press it, Sonic. This is why I do you guys see that? He's yawning because I'm not in the thralls of death ring.
That's funny.
Science_streams is a fucking legend.
There we go, last one. Kitty! Yes, Kitty! I have Kitty here too. Pepper? Pepper's here? Come on.
Yeah, Barbie can't connect. Barbie. Perfect time to quit the video now. Hey, train! Oh my goodness. Oh, you guys.
Well, now we have a kitty here. Hi, kitty. Hello. What is it? Hmm? She's just chilling now. She's like, yep, this is my spot now. What I'm knitting this morning is you can look down here. Oh, oh my god! Oh, I can't believe she did that. Oh my god. I'm making a star-shaped pillow, but right now this is a cat stream, so yeah. Yeah, it's a kitty stream. The best kind of stream, huh? Yeah. She's just like, ooh, what is this? A knitting needle? Okay. Alright. Now she's like, okay, I'm just gonna lay down here. So we're knitting this, technically. A second panel. So this is one of the panels. Let me zoom out a bunch so you can see more of it. So, making a second one, and then we're gonna put them together and stuff them and make it a pillow with a nice colorful rainbow yarn. Because why not? I hope you're having a good morning. I hope that most of you are having a good day in general, honestly. Let me zoom back in. Is that about right? I think that's about right. Yeah. And we're just chilling, having a good time. This is the end. We're down to the last 4 stitches for this one. So, just gonna knit those together. And then because I'm too lazy to actually turn my work around, I taught myself to knit backwards, which is this, so that I don't have to physically turn the knitting around because I'm a lazy bitch. But I feel like that's very on brand with being a programmer, because I will learn to do an entirely new thing just so I can avoid doing it the hard way. So now we are binding off the last one. There we go. And little scissors. Snippity snip snip. Pull through. And our first pointy end is done. Doesn't look like much right now, but it will eventually. A Dwebble. I forgot what a Dwebble looks like. I forgot which Pokemon that is. Do I want it? I don't know if I want it. So now we start with the second one. And we're just gonna take this yarn, pick it up, and knit with it. Of course, we shouldn't be splitting our yarn, but I'm doing that anyway. I am glad you find this a chilled zone. It is not always a chill zone. Sometimes certain people, I'm looking at you, Aldi, they come in roaring with a T-Rex roar just to scare my heart out of my chest. And, yeah. Of course, I'm the one who enables it, though. It's honestly on me. It would be okay if you did. I would just, like, give you shit for it just because I think it's funny. And so when I start a new star point shape, whatever, I just start knitting back and forth. And then after the first time going back and forth, we're just going to decrease and do the same thing I did with the other one. And do that like 5 times. Caffeine. A song named Caffeine. Okay. Okay. I can get behind that. I'm also very much into bright colors, which if you were to look at my overlay might not be entirely obvious, but I lose my shit over everything rainbow and sparkly and glittery and just cute. I have so much of this rainbow yarn. And we get to the last one. Now, what I end up doing is take that out. And since this is a long stretch now because there's so many stitches, I just turn my work around, start purling back. Yes! I love Pokemon. I had Pokemon Red on... It was the purple transparent Game Boy Color. Wait, is that a Frog Ariel emote? Oh my god. I love it. That's amazing. No. We were so separated as children. Yeah. Oh, I have been interested on how Firebot handles that, and I think I set it up in such a way that it cycles through messages instead of dumping everything at the same time. So I'm pleased to see that is probably working. Did you also have a Super Nintendo with Donkey Kong Country on it? Yes! Yes! Charmander forever! Thank you. Hell yeah. I also really loved Vulpix and Dratini and Dragonair. Arcanine too. I was really into the fire dragon types for a long time. And as I got older, some water types were added too. But I had a particularly soft spot for Vulpix and Ninetales for a long time. See, we were totally separated as young children. White Rain, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. How are you today? Are you having a nice chill Thursday? Pretzel? There we go. Sometimes when a song doesn't start immediately, I'm like, where's my music? Awesome. I hope it goes smoothly this morning. So I can tell... Is it not focusing? There we go. I can tell this is the last 3 stitches because of this little gap here. Otherwise I would still need a stitch marker. The yarn and all the info is down here. I'm making a star-shaped pillow. I'm using 3.75mm needles. And the yarn is Ice Yarns Dancing Baby in the colors fuchsia, orange, yellow, green, turquoise. But I just call it rainbow. This is what this is gonna be. Wait, let me zoom back out. You can move the closed captions, by the way. So my camera is not good at picking up greens usually, but today it seems to be behaving pretty well. So I'm just making a second one of these, and then we're gonna put the insides together and sew it together. I think I'm gonna crochet it together on the edges. I'm not entirely sure yet. We'll see. Whatever is the easiest. And it's a very chill project to work on because I don't have to think about it too much. I don't have chroma key, no. Why? Is it doing something weird? I don't see anything. I see a speck of dirt. Oh no, it's my phone camera. Remember how I tried to share a certain yarn with Mel and it looked blue but it was green? That's what my camera does. Like the camera itself on my phone. But it's behaving pretty well with this one so far, so... Tension. What is she? I don't know her. Is it focusing correctly? And it's so fast, everything is a blur. Although I'm definitely not the fastest knitter. Should I can do... You guys, have you met Codsworth yet? Hold on. You guys are about to meet Codsworth if you've not met him before. So, say hi to Codsworth. He is my Yarnet, my yarn skein ball holder. He has a cute little mustache. And this means I can just pull and pull and pull and not have to worry about that. I really like that. Did I say that right, by the way? Do I pronounce your name as Belint? I want to make sure I get this right. So it's called a Yarnit. So Y-A-R-N-I-T, but I don't think that it's available anymore. I bought it directly from the people who made this, but they've since not started, they've not been selling this before, so, or they're not selling it anymore, I should say. So I don't know where to get it. They might still sell it through retailers, but if you search for Yarnet, you should be able to find something. I was gonna get the big one, because this one's technically for smaller skeins, but I couldn't find it. Awesome! I'm glad I got it right. And I really like that take on being on a small raft at the ocean. I love playing raft too, by the way. I've streamed that before. So one of the reasons I try to make sure that I pronounce names correctly is because my real name is Sana, and a lot of people when they see it written don't know how to pronounce it and they say Sane or Sonny or some variation thereof, and I'm like, I wish it was easier for me to tell people how to pronounce my name. And it usually takes people a while to get it right. No, I'm not. I just know that my name uses a pronunciation that is very specific to Dutch, so it's hard for people who primarily speak English to get it right. And that's okay. I just wish it was easier for me to tell them. You hurt shifty eyes. Are you Mel on Ollie's account? Is that it? We're not playing Phasmo or Ghost Exile or anything. This is not a shade, okay? No shades here. Ballerina? What? But... What? Why? That's so not even close. Imposter. Yeah, I could see that. Although Mel has a migraine, so she's probably in bed. Mariachi and Marinara. Oh god. That sucks too. I mean, it's kind of funny, but it's also frustrating when it happens a lot. They have shapeshifters in the game now? Oh god. I'm not good at those games, so I really don't play them much. If at all. It does feel a little slurry, yeah. Am I wrong for not really liking Sandslash? It was never a favorite Pokemon of mine. I'm not sure how to read that sentence, Mrs. Brown. Congrats, Madaressa. Sorry, Mrs. Rev. And Ben. Well, that's a bummer. I specifically got the mustache because I thought it was adorable and silly as hell. And I liked it. How much do they sell for now? And are they selling the Big Sully too? Because I think that's what they call the big version of this. Or just the Sully. I think it's about what I paid for it. It's very durable. Like, I lost the plug that goes in here that keeps it from twisting open, but you have like a storage space underneath, and this fits into like most cup holders. So it's great for when you're traveling, and this is made of silicone so it doesn't slip, and it keeps your ball from rolling around on like a dirty floor when you're, especially when you're not at home, which is one of the reasons I really like it. It doesn't break easily because it's made of durable plastic and all that stuff, so if you look at like other yarn bowls, they tend to be made of ceramic or wood, and they're more likely to break, and they're not as what do you call it? They don't travel as easily. So I should probably try to knit on screen, huh? It's kind of the whole point. Actually, I should probably weave that in real quick. Metaressa, could you send me that link on Discord maybe? Or in a whisper? Because I'm interested to check out what all they have for the Yarnet. Thank you. Well, all secure. I don't have to worry about that anymore. Hi, Jake. Welcome on in. Yes, knitting stream. I hope you have something to relax with, and it might put you to sleep. Which, sorry, not sorry. Yes! Give Wobbles a good petting and a kiss for me, okay? Yes, thank you. I think next stream I want to do some more Tunisian knitting, crocheting. I call it knitting, but it's really Tunisian crochet. It's like the love child between knitting and crocheting. So that's the nice, good, freshness that I smell.
Now I am a Boy Scout. No, I'm kidding. Man.
Good morning, friend. How are you? I am so glad. See, this is what I warned you about, Belinda. This is what happens on my streams. People just relax and fall asleep to them. Jake, oh my god. Ripperoni. Knitting is going well. This is just like a mindless knit for me that I just pick up whenever. And I don't really have to think about it. So I can re-chat and keep knitting. I'm glad you love it. But, Jake, so what's the plan now? Nap for 5 hours after dinner, so... Oh my god. Quick, somebody get Belinda to rehab. I promise, not all my streams are this chill. Sometimes I'm just playing a scary game and I scream a lot. And it's just very tense. That is a solid plan, Jake. And I hope it works out. There should be no scares here, so if you want to keep the stream up in the background and just doze off to it, might work. Who knows? Outlast was not chill. No, it was not. Oh my god. And we're gonna ruin everybody's day with a bunch of screaming. Well, not ruin everybody's day, but it might cause some heart attacks here and there. You haven't yet. Look, the thing with me is, I don't stick to one theme for the most part. I have a mermaid theme going on with a lot of ocean and water and sparkly shit and seashells. But that's where it ends. That's the only consistency on my streams. Everything else is just subject to whatever comes to mind, whatever I'm in the mood for, which changes on the fly. So, yeah. Two consistencies, actually, two. One is mermaids, and two is that I stream. That's all. I've been thinking about streaming I Am Bread, which might end me. It's a rage game, and I think I'm gonna love-hate it a lot. But I'll probably reserve that for my streamiversary. Hello, Lone Wolf. Welcome on in.
Right there.
Oh, that is one thing I haven't done yet, is race in VR. I also don't have a cool setup like that. I hope you're having a good day, my friend. Racing in VR is interesting. I tried a racing game before, but I'm very prone to feeling VR sickness. It makes me dizzy. Because my brain can't process that I'm not physically moving while the environment is just speeding right past me. But it's also been a hot minute since I tried it after I stopped getting motion sick, so maybe I should try that again. It is an experience, yeah. It is, it's not for the weak of stomach. I actually refunded one game on Oculus. That they've rebranded to Meta, by the way, and I hate it. But there was a game, a racing game, and I tried it, and I couldn't adjust to it early on, so I got a refund for it. Because I was like, holy shit, no, this is not for me, and I don't know if it ever will be. So I want my money back. But who knows? Maybe I should give it another shot. You guys know what I'm gonna have for late lunch / early dinner today? I have a bunch of ground meat in the fridge, and I'm gonna add a bunch of taco seasoning to it, and then I'm gonna make some bread rolls in the oven, and I'm gonna put that meat on a bread roll, some cheese, garlic sauce, chili sauce, lettuce, and have myself a nice taco sandwich, which, as I'm explaining this, I realize how wrong that sounds. But yeah, I'm gonna have a taco sandwich. I both love the wave sounds and also feel like, well, peeing? I'm assuming that's peeing. I hope this doesn't give you diarrhea. I said as soon as Belen says, that sounds delicious. Alright. Timing is not my friend. I'm so sorry. Makes me need to pee. I'm sorry. I mean, there's like a wide ocean. Just wade into the water and go. Who cares? Not your couch. Oh, yeah, no, that would make anybody feel horrible. Is there any particular reason you're staying up that long? And congrats, Mrs. Rev. Diarrhea for the win. Look, I have IBS. I have enough trouble with that, so not a 4 to win for me. The couch is stain resistant. Just for legal reasons, I am not responsible for any staining that occurs as a result of my streams. Wow, Wow, that can be interpreted an entirely different way too. My god. I can't even have a chill stream without it going just all the wrong directions. Then again, also on brand. So that's the third consistent thing. Mermaid theme on my stream. I stream, and there's always dirty jokes to be had. It always gets into one direction. Oh my god. Can you actually do that? I don't think you have... Actually, I think you can. As a super mod. I don't know. Okay. I was kind of wondering about that. You're not wrong, though. One of the single most mom things I've done since our kid was born. I chose our sofa because it's 100% washable and it is full of storage. You don't have to be embarrassingly proud of it. You just have to be proud of it. Yes, convenience trumps. Functionality and convenience trumps fashion, I guess is a good way to put it. I'm not a mom and I'm just like, yes to functionality all the time. I love me something that's really fucking practical. I mean, that's valid as hell too, Mataressa. Yeah, be proud of your smart choices in life. Why make your life any harder when you can choose something that makes it easier? The ads are like, look at how many books it can hold. Need a first date. Look at how many packs of diapers I can hide in this bitch. Hell yeah! Damn right! And before you know it, you can store a whole bunch of toys in there and God knows what else that is super freaking handy. Possibilities are endless. Just try not to hide any bodies in it, okay? That's bad. That's the only thing I don't approve of. It starts to stink. Oh look! Look! There's another ugly bot and I'm not in... Okay, I'm gonna let one of the mods handle that. Because OBS for some reason doesn't let me get into the mod view. Mrs. Ref to the rescue! Thank you! Yes! High five! Wow, that was awkward. Let's pretend that didn't happen. Yeah, there's like 3 mods in here. Okay, it happened. It happened. I will deal with that. You know, I'm glad. I'm glad that I haven't had any big issues yet on my channel, and as soon as I say that, I know that I'm jinxing myself, but I've not yet been hate rated. I've not really had anybody come in here be an asshole. Just follow, like, buy followers and viewers bots. That's it. Which, I count myself as being lucky for that. But I'm at, like, what, 360 followers now? Yeah, we're forewarned and have the tools. My brain just did, like, wait, what, we're a game? Before I realized what you meant. But yeah, we've also been preparing a lot, learning from what other people are going through, which sucks for other people, but, you know, just doing our best. Yeah. That's the thing about how that works, and I wish it wasn't like that. I wish that we could just use the tags that we feel are the most appropriate and the ones that represent us the most, so we can connect to other people who share that with us. And the fact we can't because Twitch doesn't do enough to help us protect our streams is just, it sucks. I can see what you're going for, Madarasa, but I also feel like that's not really what our channels are supposed to be for, right? Like, we're here to have a good time and chill, and we're not here to bait people who are hateful and who make us feel horrible for being who we are. Because that's what we're being targeted for, right? Like, I have the LGBT tag, but I don't have anything specific in there like gay or pansexual or whatever, because I know that it increases the likelihood of me getting all that bullshit on my head, and I wish I could use those tags and not worry about that, because I would like to connect to more pansexual people. I would like to just be able to choose freely and not have to worry about people making my life any harder than it has to be. Yeah, yes I am. Yes I am. I'm knitting with rainbow colored yarn. And I agree with Ollie. You know, I'll just take it as it comes. Like, if it happens, it happens. I'm not gonna feel too upset about it. I'll mostly feel upset that people have to witness it happening. And that it happens at all. Because some of us, so I'm lucky to be straight passing, in the sense that if I walk across the street with my partner, we're not getting targeted, because he's a cis man, I'm a cis woman, and we look like we're heterosexuals. But I'm not. I'm not hetero, so at the same time as it is a blessing not to have to deal with that bullshit, it's also erasure at the same time, which sucks on its own. But it just, the fact that I feel lucky to some extent about that is just shitty. Because my sister, if she is more open about her relationship with her girlfriend, then she puts herself at risk when she does that. And that really gets to me. Or say it doesn't work out with my current partner and then I end up with somebody else, somebody who is female presenting. That opens a whole can of worms for me too, and that we shouldn't have to live like that. Not when it concerns loving somebody and just being who you are and not hurting anybody. And I wish that Twitch did more to help us get to that safe space. Because at the end of the day, no matter what tools we use, we always have to reach outside of Twitch to use them. We have to rely on bots that other people wrote to lock down our channels during a hate raid. We have to rely on tools like Command and Root to mass ban bots from our channels. And Twitch really doesn't do enough to give us better tools, because I know it's not easy, but it should be a priority. We should be able to ensure that people get adequately punished for doing what they do. There are people who get partnered on Twitch who do bullshit like that. And that blows my mind the most. Like, that people get vetted through this process and they do hateful shit. And then people like Trev may not end up getting partnered despite having a wonderful community. And that tells me that Twitch doesn't care enough. Like, all of these factors combined, Twitch doesn't care about us. The fact it took them this long to add in more tags to help us connect with people like us is just... God. Let me catch up. I know what you mean, straight passing is a weird... It is a weird place to be. Because I don't like being considered heterosexual, because I'm not. I'm not straight. I am the very opposite of straight in that I just don't care about somebody's gender. Like, it's not factoring into my attraction to somebody. But the fact I'm straight passing is just... It means people don't see that about me. And that's kind of weird. Because it makes it easier for me to blend in with straight people, but also just makes it harder for people to recognize me that I am part of the LGBTQI+ community. And there's stories of people going to a pride event and being denied access because they appear heterosexual, and that's the kind of stuff that also bothers me. Like, that shouldn't be a thing, right? Like, if somebody goes to Pride to show support, they shouldn't be denied, no matter what you think they are. But those partners are dick nuggets. I bet they present it as being cool before being... Yeah, I feel like there's a bunch of, like, pretend that happens around that, but at the same time, that shit doesn't come out of thin air. Like, there's signs, there's people who know that this person is being hateful and not tolerant and open. Like, I've been a moderator for like 20 years on the internet since I was like a kid, and I've seen it all, and people do not suddenly turn to be like that. Nobody is that good of an actor on the internet. There's always tells, there's always ways to see that shit. And it took... When that happened with the person that I'm thinking about when I say this, it took dozens, if not hundreds of people to report that person before something happened. And then they got not removed from partner, they got a 1 or 2 week suspension. They didn't even get banned. They didn't get the partner title removed. They just got a suspension. And it took more and more and more pressure from the community to get them to remove the partner. Yeah, slap on the wrist. When that should be a massive deal breaker, and it's not. And there is a step process that you have to adhere with regular community members. Like, some people make mistakes. Like, people need the opportunity to learn and do better. But there's some things that shouldn't be tolerated whatsoever, and it should have very big consequences, and losing partner status should be one of those things. No matter how they got there, if they do something hateful, like rate somebody with a hate raid for being a woman, trans woman, gay, whatever, then that should be an automatic dismissal of the partner status. And the fact that doesn't happen really, really gets to me. There should be a zero tolerance policy on that, and there's not. And Twitch doesn't really give us tools to help us out with that. It does happen, yeah. It's frustrating. And I wish it wasn't like that. And then I see all these great people with great communities who do so much for others, who are just gems of people don't have any kind of paper trail on bad behavior, and they're just denied access to partnerships. And I'm like, why? And there's never a good explanation for it, because these rules that Twitch seems to have are super arbitrary, and it's baffling to me. It's just baffling. I know, I'm just going on a tangent now. Yep. Doesn't surprise me, Mrs. Rev. Like, being partner doesn't automatically make you a good person on Twitch, because the vetting process is unreliable, in my opinion. And so I also hope that people who try to go for partner and they don't get partner understand that not getting partner is not a reflection on you, your community, or your worth as a streamer. It just means you failed some kind of arbitrary test that Twitch put you through that isn't consistent and doesn't actually filter out good from people from bad people. I really, really hope that Trev gets partner on his first try. I know that the odds are not in his favor for that because of how shitty the process is, but I really do hope that. I really hope that he is just that unicorn in the process, right? That'd be so dope. I'm so excited for him. He fucking does. Absolutely. If there's anybody who deserves partner, it's him. Is it just one person? I don't know who exactly goes over it, but it wouldn't surprise me if it was just one person. Jesus Christ. And what gets me about that too is that so many of them are likely in a follow for follow community where that is enabled, because that's what those communities do. They're not about building an authentic community. They are about getting you the views and the followers up until you've reached your goal. And then those people just drop down to like almost no viewers. It would suck if it was just one. It should be a team. I've seen the same staff user in a stream. What? How do we know there's staff users in streams? I've just not seen it, so I don't know what to look for. Oh my god, let's go. I'm already affiliate, technically, but I don't have affiliate. My situation doesn't allow for that. My financial situation, so I'm not gonna push for partner or anything like that. Probably ever. I'm just here to have a good time. Really. You don't have enough hot tub streams. At sorts like a moderator VIP users. Yeah, I think that's what. Yeah, I think I've seen that. Yeah. His partner app was part of the reason I got TikTok. I wanted to go into like his posts since it matters. Yeah, that it being the chat user list. So there's like a staff category for that, like official Twitch staff category. Huh. Would a stream of watching boiling water in a cooking pot be a hot tub stream? I mean, maybe. One thing that I would love to be able to do but really can't is, I know Nixmer wants to do it, basically have like a hot tub stream, but cosplaying or dressed up as a mermaid. You know, with one of those fancy mermaid tails that you can actually swim with and stuff. Like, that is something that I think is really cool. It takes it from just being a regular old hot tub stream about being in a bikini to just being awesome. Because mermaids. I don't live anywhere near enough water to be able to do that. And I live in an apartment, so I can't really set up a hot tub in my kitchen. I'm just trying to picture it and I'm just laughing because it's ridiculous. Lol. I like that, Aldi. That's the kind of hot tub stream I wanna tune into. That's funny as hell. I have a foot soaking tub. I think I used to have a mermaid Barbie. You don't think they would have gotten banned for that, right? Is that what you're implying? Because that would make me mad. I'm just gonna assume that they've just not been around. For personal reasons. Well, that's good. Minka, do you really have to do that with the water bowl? I don't know if you guys heard that, but he likes to dig into his water bowl before he drinks water. I don't get it, but okay. Also, it doesn't matter if it's fresh water or not. He always does that. Oh hey, my blood sugar is actually behaving again. Is it accurate? I don't know. What do you say, guys? Should I do a blood finger prick test? I put the sensor on yesterday, so it's brand new and it might not be accurate yet. Yeah, I think it's. I'll wash my hands before this. That'll be fine. So, why do I put all my crap in this? Why wouldn't I? I made this out of a pair of old jeans, and it's my diabetes supplies bag. It has needles, syringes, it has ketone test strips, blood sugar test strips. These are also test strips, different brand. Oh yeah, my pulse oximeter. Skin tack. There's a bunch of unrelated shit in there too. Because why wouldn't there be? Yeah, it's a hard time of the year as well. That's true. Just a warning, there's gonna be a small drop of blood visible on the stream. Nothing too exciting, but if that is not something you want to look at, or watch me prick my finger with this thing, then look away. Before I do that though, I need to change my lancets. I know, shocker. So this is cool. This is a cool lancet type. It's a drum. It has 6 lancets in it. And this one is used up, so I can't change to a new one. So what I do is pull the old one out. You can see this used because of the red. Then the new one in. And done. That's it. Change my lancet. 6 new ones. I like these because you can throw them out in a regular waste. There's nothing to poke yourself with. Like, you have to really tear this thing apart to get to the needles. So that's cool. But, yeah. We're gonna prick a finger. I hope it's warm enough. So look away if you don't want to see this. Just a warning. I'm just trying to warm my finger between my upper arm and chest. Alright. Let's see. Also, if you ever need to test your blood sugar, always do the sides of your fingertips. Never the pad, just the side. Because this is way more sensitive than the sides. I didn't even feel that. And blood. Drop of blood. Put it on a test strip. And we're done! Wait, the result? It does 7.2 on the sensor. Yeah, it's about a millimole off, which is what I thought. Still okay, though. Still okay. Anyway, that was my diabetes TED Talk. Whatever. Or, like, demonstration. Or, I don't know. Now I just hope that I don't bleed on my project. Anyway, blood testing is done. No more blood visible. You can come back in. Damn it. That is so annoying. It's why I hate doing finger sticks while I'm knitting. Usually. I like try to keep on knitting and then my finger bleeds and I can't tell. So we're just gonna sit here for a little bit. Just enjoying the view. Me pressing on my finger. I'm almost out of tea too. Ghastly! Yeah, okay, I'm gonna try and catch Ghastly. I'm assuming I have a great ball. I'm actually not entirely sure. Let me double check. I think I caught Ghastly. So I have a panel on my channel that also shows your Pokemon and inventory and all that stuff. I have an Ultra Ball, not a Great Ball. Okay. Well, it still looks like I caught Ghastly, so cool. Okay, it would tell me if I didn't. Okay, cool. I like Ghastly. I have a Chikorita, Leafeon, and Ghastly. I sold or released the other ones I had. Are you done yet, Finger? I have knitting to do. Good enough. Congratulations, Mrs. Rev! Oh, it sucks on mobile? I've never done that. I guess I just like collecting Pokemon. I've also done text-based Pokemon roleplays with Copper. She's an old friend of mine from role-playing communities, and we've had Pokemon trainers and had them fight each other with their Pokemon, and it's all just like writing a story together. So you're just taking turns writing a couple of paragraphs or however much you want. And I think we used die rolls to determine if it was like a hit or a miss with some modifiers, and it was so much fun, and I really want to do that again. Is there anybody who's watching right now who would like to learn how to start knitting? I've been thinking about doing something like a live stream tutorial where people just buy some basic supplies like a couple needles and some yarn, and then we sit down and we start with doing basic cast-ons and stuff like that. Just have to like some in-person views for how to do it. Because I'm just knitting now, but if you don't know how to knit, then this is not something that you can keep track of easily. I'm just like, oh wow, that is so fast, and what is happening, and how does she do that? And I have the setup to do something cool. She's tried to teach you? Or did she try to start learning how to knit herself and she couldn't do it? Oh, so you would need left-handed knitting. Well, I do left-handed knitting, technically. The shitty thing about that is that most patterns are not written for that, so that's really difficult. But if you really want to learn, I could probably find you some cool resources for that. Because you're not the only lefty with ADHD who wants to learn how to knit or knows how to knit, so... And sometimes all you need is just the right learning style. Because I had my friend start to teach me how to knit. She actually started to teach me how to knit on a loom. That might be something you could do regardless. Looms are just like circles or rectangulars with pegs on them. And you wrap the yarn around and then go a second way around the pegs. And you just lift the yarn over with a little hook, and then you've knit something. And it's how I started to learn, and then I moved on to needles. Oh yeah, if you wanna do that with me, then yes, I'd be down. Hell, I'll stream that just for you. I don't care either way. Whether it gets a lot of people in or just you, like, I'm down. I love doing that kind of stuff. And shit, I fucked up, but I can zoom in so far and be like, okay, so we're gonna knit two together, so let's go through 2 stitches and show you how to do that, show you what that looks like. Use nice big needles, big yarn. and just wrap the yarn, pull through, and move that off the needle, and damn, just knitted a stitch, 2 together. Or even that. Oh, so when I say left knitting, it's basically just like knitting backwards, which for me is this. You're just doing the same stitch, but in reverse. So put it through the back, wrap the yarn, pull over, and it's a knit stitch. And then do it again, wrap the yarn, pull over, knit stitch. And then we just do that for the whole row, and I know how to do this fast, so I go fast, but for starting to knit, I'll go as slow as you want me to. That's what she said. Yeah. Sorry, I had to. And there's stuff like, you see how it's like a leg on this side and a leg on this side? And it's just a matter of sticking the needle in the middle so it comes out the other end. Doing this. Move that over. Boom, done. I'm sorry, I'm very efficient. Oh god. Yeah, but I can zoom in really far. I have a wide variety of knitting needles and yarn, so I can use some nice chunky yarn so you can see really well and all that stuff. But yeah, I'm right-handed and I can do this, so I don't know. It's not super hard. It's the patterns are written to be done this way instead of this way. And that's the hard part about left-handed knitting. Having to adjust to those patterns. But I know that there's people who are very successful with it. So I know it can be done. And this is also how I taught myself to knit with 2 colors at the same time. So I have like yarn in this hand and I just flick, like move the yarn over, knit it through, and then do the same thing with the left hand. So I'm a very flexible person with knitting. This is technically just knitting backwards, but this is left-handed knitting as far as I'm aware. You just have to kind of reverse engineer the stitches, which, you know, it's all doable. That's what she said. Yeah. Also, no, I'm not flexible. My body is old and doesn't want to cooperate anymore. I feel like I'm still like really zoomed in, and it could be a little bit further away. But I've just advanced to a point where I can knit like this fast. I'm not even looking at my knitting. I don't even have to look at it. Which I'm very proud of. Like I'm legit just boasting about it and bragging. I'm not as fast knitting backwards like that because I'm right-handed, but yeah, muscle memory. But also, you can also feel it. Like, I can feel... Come on, focus. Focus! I can feel when I'm not doing this right. Like, this feels different than this because I'm so used to it. Like, I know what to look for. Or if I go in here, I can feel this is wrong because the tension is different. Like, this has a very different feel than this. And if you knit enough, at some point you're just gonna like learn. And I can tell when I split yarn too, like when you end up, let's see if I can do this on purpose. Might be a little bit difficult. So this, I can also tell when I'm splitting the yarn. Like, you can You can tell that my needle is through the plies. Come on, focus. Focus. There we go. I could knit through that, but it's not going to work well. So I know that that is wrong, and I pick it up again and I start over. And it's both muscle memory and just being able to feel it and getting to a point where you can work at this pace. And it's cool that we can do that as human beings, where it's just like, oh yeah, no, this feels wrong, even though you're knitting so fast you can't even really see it happening. The only thing I need to look at for usually is when I'm doing special stitches like this. I need to look at this. This is called Slip Slip Knit, which is exactly what it says on the box. That's what she said. Which is, you go through it like you would knit, but you slip it onto this needle. You do it the second time, and then you go through and knit these two together. And what it does is it moves this yarn in front of the other one, and it turns 2 stitches into 1. So what that ends up doing is you see like this nice little ridge with these V stitches. That's what that results in. And it's cool stuff like that that I don't really... I need to look at it to be able to do that. But who knows? Maybe with time, I'll be able to blind knit that too. I've tried to knit and read something at the same time, like a book, but it's too hard. I can't maintain that focus. And I'm doing the same here with knitting 2 stitches together, but they're already aligned correctly to be able to have this one be in front, so I don't have to do anything special with them. Knitting is really just 2 stitches, by the way. Knitting and purling. What I do here is knitting. What I do on this side is purling. That's it. If you know those 2 stitches, you can knit anything you want. Mike with an A! Welcome on in! Hello! How are you today, my friend? Good morning. I hope you're having a good morning. It's afternoon for me, but I'm having a good day. Yep, Mataressa. Materials matter too. Just working and lurking. I like that combo. Well, I hope you have a good time here. What Mataressa says is true too. At some point, you'll figure out what you like in terms of tools. I like metal needles. I like that they're like very slippery and stitches move easily. But some people really prefer wooden or bamboo needles because they catch the yarn better. And so it doesn't slip off the needles as easily, and that's what some people just need. Which is also why I recommend people don't invest a lot of money when they start knitting. Like, buy some cheap supplies and see what you like. And then go from there. Because if you end up sinking a lot of money into the wrong supplies, you're just gonna have a bad time. It is actually so cold in my room, or in my apartment in general, that my nose is starting to run from the cold. Yeah, arm knitting is cool too, but it's essentially this. Except you use your arms to do it. And it's very interesting. It's a good way to learn the technique. Yep, what Mataressa said. Just find a yarn you like. I do recommend acrylic. Honestly. Like, this is acrylic. It's nice and soft. Washes well. You can put it in the dryer. And it's just really easy to care for. And if you like the way it feels, then you're gonna like working with it usually. But, you know, I'm not your mom. You can buy whatever yarn you want. But essentially what you do with with arm knitting is you have like, or even finger knitting, you do this and then you essentially knit just like do that or some variation there. I haven't actually done it, so I'm not sure like how people manage to yarn and etc. But you essentially do the same thing as you would a needles on your hands or fingers or arms. And I also don't have actual loose yarn to do this with, so trying to do this from my existing ball of yarn attached to this work is not a good idea. That was an utter failure. I realize I hate the feel of some yarns, but others I love, so always buy and shop. Yeah, that's fair. I'm not super picky with it. I just try to avoid certain fibers because each fiber has a different property. Mohair will be different from alpaca. Acrylic will behave differently from regular sheep's wool. All that stuff. They all have their own unique quirks and advantages and cons and pros and all that stuff. You just gotta like figure out what you like and what you need for a project. Like if you're making a baby blanket, always go with acrylic. Yes, this is Codsworth. Can you guess why I named him that way? You might have seen it before, actually. Yeah. It seemed appropriate. But for baby stuff, just use acrylic. Like, it's very tempting to use a fancy yarn because wool is nice and warm, but what I've learned is that especially a new parent doesn't have the time to hand wash something that will get thrown up on very easily and then air dry it and stuff like that. So you want something that you can just throw into the washer, put in a dryer, and be done with it. Something that holds up well is acrylic yarn. So if you make baby stuff, use a nice soft baby acrylic yarn because it's easier for everybody. Yeah. Don't need to be a mom to know that babies throw up a lot and poop on themselves and they get all that stuff everywhere. And being a parent is exhausting enough. You don't want extra laundry. Yeah, exactly, Mataras. If there's like something fancy to make an outfit for or something like that, like go wild, but anything else, just like use acrylic. It's not worth it. The parent will just hate washing it and never use it, or it's just going to be thrown out because it's ruined forever. Did people give you a lot of baby blankets? I mean, they're useful. They're useful to have. But at some point, there's also like, it's too much. Just too much. Oh no. Yeah. Baby blankets are great for having, like, something for underneath the baby or toddler for like when they're playing with stuff. Or just on a couch when they're feeling cold watching TV or something. Like, there's a lot of uses for it, but I feel like clothing is generally better for young kids or like safe toys. The first owl plushie that I made went to a friend's baby, and she must be like, I don't know, 8, 9 years old now? Is she? I don't know. Maybe 7. I haven't kept track, but I just made everything from yarn, no buttons or anything like that, and it was just like a little owl plushie, and she still has it, and as far as I'm aware, she's still using it, and it's adorable. And I prefer giving gifts like that instead of a baby blanket or even just baby clothes, because they grow out of it so fast. You spend 2 months working on something, and then it's like 2 weeks later, they can't use it anymore. Like, okay, cool. Oh no! We have a knot in our yarn, everybody. Alright. I wonder if I can make it to the end. I'm gonna be so mad if I don't. Oh, like special ones or just regular ones? Also, hats and mitts they're not as prone to being outgrown of because they can be made flexible and even adjustable. So I like that over giving them like vests and stuff. Did I decrease there? I don't think I did. Hold on. No, I did. I did. Never mind. That makes sense. They only need them for like a month though, so it's not really a big deal. Yeah, that sounds about right. Based on what I've heard from other parents. I don't know if I can make it on this piece of yarn before I get to the knot. I really want to try and avoid it, but we'll see. I'm probably not going to make it though. This is a round of yarn chicken I'm not going to win. Yeah, no, that's not going to happen. Alright. Let me... Yes. That or a little cute plushie. I like knitting plushies for kids too. Safe ones, at least. Alright, so... One of the reasons I don't knit knots into my works is because knots are unstable. They can actually... They're more likely to come loose than yarn that is woven in. Like, I wove in this, just doing like little umbrella and bowl shapes over and over. This is way more secure than a knot. And there are people who have no issues with knots, but depending on the yarn that you use, a knot will actually be more prone to unravel. And then, if you have something that you invested a lot of time in, like a big blanket or a sweater or something, knots are not the best solution. And I know that weaving in is not popular. It's a pain in the dick for a lot of people, but I highly recommend it because it will save you so much heartache later. And I'm just trying to make this. This is going to be a loose mess at first because I am trying to keep this together, which is kind of hard. But I just keep on knitting, and then after a couple of stitches I tighten that, and it all works out just fine. So that's a stitch, a couple stitches here. Let's just go to the end. Alright, so now I have this, and all I do is just tighten it a bunch. And you can't really tell. It's all fine. With curly dangles, really? I didn't know that. Okay, the stitch here is prone to get loose again, which is fine. You can always just re-tighten it like I just did. I hate that this happens almost always when I'm at the end of something. Like, this is almost finished. It's only gonna take a couple more rows, but... C'est la vie. Oh, cool! Thanks, Mrs. Rev. I'm very curious about that. Just a second, you guys. I'm trying to see if there's anybody online we can say hi to, because it's pretty much ended the stream for me, and I'm starting to get really hungry. So let's see. I'm the only one knitting. Okay. I see some crocheters though. A lot of crocheting, actually. Oh, hold on a second. This person is knitting booties. Looks like baby booties. Who hasn't used the knitting tag, I mean. Printing. Not exactly what I'm going for. Wait, do I not have a knitting time? I thought I did. I do. Twitch is just being Twitch. Okay. Oh yeah, congrats on that catch. Sorry about taking my time here, you guys. I'm trying to filter by somebody who may have some fewer, like less. I did not select that. No, I did not. I did not select that. Stop it, Twitch. Stop it. Alright, God, I have choices. I don't like choosing. Choices are hard. Choices are too hard. Oh, of course I get an ad. Screw you, Twitch. Alright, I think I found somebody we can go raid. They're doing some crocheting. Plus size, body, positive. Seems like a very cool person. And from the UK, I think, if I'm seeing this right. Let me turn off Pretzel here. Alright. Okay. Awesome. I had a great time today, you guys. That was very relaxing for me. I got a lot done. Thank you to White Rain for the follow and Chrissy Pants for the raid. That was very surprising and fun. Thank you, Aldi. Thank you, Mrs. Rev. You can follow me on Twitter as well, and you can find my schedule here. I will be streaming tomorrow. What am I streaming tomorrow? I forgot. Yes, okay, I'll be streaming Paranormal Detective Escape from the 80s, which is the predecessor to the Escape from the 90s game that we played. So, I'm excited for that. If I finish it before the time slot is done, we'll just switch to something else, chill for a little bit. We'll see. I'll just figure something out on the fly. And yeah, I'm not sure what I'm doing this weekend. Might stream some more. We'll see. We are gonna go say hi to Chatty Threads. I love that username. I love that. That's cool. They're crocheting. Remember that when we get there to refresh the page so that the view counts. And remember, you're loved, you're valuable, and you matter. I'm excited to see you again next stream. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your Thursday if there's any of it left. I know some Australian people are probably already on Friday. But I hope you have a great end of the week, and I will see you again tomorrow. I love you all. Thank you for hanging out, and bye.